Hi YouTube, Fuzz here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. In the last episode I showed you the path to this blue save crystal, which is the point where you'll be just before the room where you fight Ultima, and in today's episode we're going to actually be doing just that. So I hope you enjoy watching. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button and be subscribed to the Fuzzfinger Gaming YouTube channel. As with all the other Esper fights, there's going to be an interesting mechanic during this battle, and that mechanic is that there's going to be a different field up every few seconds or so, which prevents certain actions such as physical attacks, magics, techniques, items, things of that nature, and we have to adapt each time in order to keep doing damage and keeping our party healed. So I would also recommend that you be a little bit cautious in terms of holy damage, in the sense that the boss both does holy damage and absorbs it. So don't do holy damage, and try and guard against holy damage. If you have white masks, that will help, but also you'll probably want to guard against reverse, since the boss does cast it. And yes, there's a chest which I'll be talking about a little bit later, but for now we're just going to focus on the boss itself. This is Ultima, and she is our second to last Esper to collect, a level 63 fiend with 258,000 health, so this is going to be a tough one. Oh boy. Right, so first things first, I'm going to try and steal the Virgo gem from her if at all possible. So I'm just going to turn steal on. And I'm not going to bother with the Thieves' Cuffs for now. Okay, maybe I will. Just watch out for reverse if you take Ribbon off, which comes with her holy attack. And obviously is going to be a bit of a pain if you've got all your cure gambits set up, which you no doubt will have. Unless you're going for a reverse tactic, which is certainly... There we go. Let's get rid of that now. Certainly a possibility. You can watch my reverse video that I put out in the playlist to show you how you can really manipulate that skill to a whole bunch of damage. Okay, stop stealing. I forgot to turn the gambit off. My bad. Let's keep going. So now we'll just do flat out damage. Just try and move far around here. And the first part of the battle is not too challenging, but don't be deceived. Here comes Holy R, which does a ton of damage. So if you can guard against it with white masks, all the better, but I'm risking not doing so, because this is where reverse is going to come into play, so I'm going to be using ribbons instead. Oh, of course, ribbons don't even guard against reverse. This is where you need to be very, very careful. Make sure all your healings are turned off. Otherwise you're going to wipe your party out with Curagars and everything else. Oh, come on. Let's get rid of that reverse. There we go. You can also see there's a HP sap effect in place at the moment, which makes things a little bit tougher. So the plan now is to try and get everyone back up to snuff as quickly as possible. Wow. Very, very challenging. It's a bit like the fight in the sewers that we did against that other Esper earlier on. I can't remember which one. But this HP sap effect is only temporary, so if we can just kind of get through it as quickly as possible, then we should be okay. But whether we can or not, that's the obvious issue. So I'm going to try something a little bit interesting here on Balthea. I don't think we can completely counter that HP sap effect, but the Ring of Renewal might assist us. As you can see, his health is going down a lot slower. And now we're going to just bring the other party members back into play. We want to try and keep them alive as much as possible so that we don't wipe, basically. We've got one too many in here. Okay, what we're going to do now is start throwing Guild Toss. I don't think it's got the technique. priority yet. Oh boy, here we go again. Did I keep my Cura guards turned up? I think I might have done. I'll just bring up the menu immediately so we can check. Ah, everyone's dead anyway, look. So we'll get rid of Van, bring in Balth. Just check he hasn't got any cures going on at the moment. No, he hasn't. Just check that we did keep them off on Ash. No, we didn't. And what's Penelo do when she's at home? She's also going to be trying to wipe the party out, which we don't want to see. Let's see, bring everyone back up. Okay, I think we're good to go now. There's no reverses. So we're going to go ahead and just bring everyone's Cura guards back on. Yeah, you're going to be going into the Gambit menus a lot in this battle, which is really annoying. Unfortunately, not much you can do about it. If you want to survive, that is. Okay. Oh, everyone's locked in now. Right then, who have we got? Here comes the next Holio. You don't get a moment's peace, do you? Dear, dear. Right. Oh, no reverse that time, though. So we won't need to sort out any bits and bobs. What can't we use? I missed then what it said we can't use. Teckniks, I think. Which means Guild Toss will probably do now. Let me just test that. Oh no, Guild Toss is working. So let's keep hitting it with that because we'll be doing some nice damage. Probably would be if we weren't going to be hit with Holy Jar again. As you start to get the boss low, you'll want to start thinking about quickening chains at that point. As a matter of fact, that point is coming up very soon for me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is Penelo healing rather than resurrecting? Okay. Right, just bring Ash back up, please. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and unleash a quickening chain. You can also pull your Espers into battle, but if you do, make sure you unleash their strongest attacks immediately. Don't try and do other things. Why are we on Medus? Don't try and, like, you know, control the Esper or anything, because that won't go well. Right, let's hope for everyone to survive here while we unleash a good chain. Okay, don't care about Redus. Bit of a low chain, unfortunately, but I did get some level 3s off, so hopefully it'll still do a nice amount of damage there. See what happens. Did a tiny amount, but really nothing. So that ability that you saw it cast is an ability that does a lot of damage to one particular party member. The one that we saw before the quickening chain there. And now what we're seeing is an ability that slows down your characters profusely. So unfortunately that can be difficult to deal with as well. That's one of the area fields that we have to handle. Hopefully no reverse again here. Okay, we can get people back up, please. And we've got the HP sap effect. Well, in effect, quite frankly. Keep hitting it with Guild Toss. I want to try and get Balthier and Fran up if we can. We can't at the moment, obviously. Yes, there's a good weapon in that chest, but it's a weapon that's of no use in this battle, so I'm not worried about looting it at the moment. Still can't swap any party members around, unfortunately. Everyone's just busy doing stuff. I don't blame them. I want to try and get Fran in because she can also do Guild Toss, you see. I don't know if anybody else can, I'll just check. Ash, I don't think can. Plus she's going to be so busy with healing anyway. Oh, she can. But I don't think she's going to get a chance to. Oh, here we go again. Another Holy Jar. Let's see what kind of havoc this wreaks. I need to get my back member party members resurrected because we're really playing it dangerously here with them being dead. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. Let's get that thingy off. We cast a remedy. I think we can get rid of it with Penelo. No, we can't. So Ash is going to have to Asuna. Oh, she's got no MP at the moment. Yeah, there's an MP field as well, which hurts. But at least Penelo with reverse isn't going to be taking any damage while everyone else can't heal. Okay, so it's gone now. And I think we've just about got everyone else back up. Still can't change party members, which is really annoying. Yay! Now we can get rid of Ash. Bring Fran back in. Here we go again. Oh boy, at least we got Ash resurrected if we need to bring her back in a moment. I think it's getting to the point where we're going to want to unleash the quickening chain soon as well. Fortunately we managed to avoid... characters can attack again, we managed to avoid reverse on that occasion. Right, let's try unleashing another quickening chain, hopefully a more powerful one. Or we could bring in a noob here for a moment. But we don't want to mess around, we do want to unleash the attack. Although this particular Esper is probably not the best because I haven't done a lot of Not to Rust. So we can just go ahead and get rid of that's probably a bad idea. Also, I made a slight mistake earlier. I think I said this was our second to last Esper Ultima, and it is in the sense of the second to last most powerful battle. But there are still a couple of other Espers we can grab, which we will of course do. Right, let's go for a quickening. What are the chances of getting a quickening chain with one character with one misbar? Probably not much, especially now. Oh no, it's alright, we're back to life. Thought Varn was about to die then. Mischarge, yes please. I've got a chain of about 5, so at least we've got a torrent. Maybe do a little bit of damage. But we just got to watch out now because this fight does get a lot more dangerous as we get low on health. Or as the Esper itself gets low on health. This single target damage hurts now, and it's basically knocking out characters one at a time. Could really do with having some better healing. Has Fran even got her healing set up? Yeah, she has, but it sucks really. Let's turn on Varn's healing. And Penelo's got her healing on as well, okay. Right, we can use magics again. That's probably why healings were sucking for a short time, wasn't it? Oh no, he's going to wipe us I think because everyone's on low health after the lack of magic use. Still, we can bring Ash in and start resurrecting people. We're very, very close to having this done now. Very, very close. Oh look, we didn't wipe. I am going to turn Kuragar off on Van because I do need him doing damage. Come on, Van. Why do you do normal attacks? I don't want normal attacks. Teckniks disabled, there must be. Or has he got no MP? Oh no, it's Teckniks. That's right. It's just he wants to attack, so I'll let him attack. Right, okay, now we can use Teckniks again. Come on, finish him off now, please. Finish him off. In fact, even on Fran, we're going to go ahead and turn Kuragar off. And Shell as well. Hang on, can she actually do Guild Toss before I mess around? I think she can. Yeah. Go for it. Come on, come on. Oh, we've done it. Yes, we've done it. And we get a silver trophy. Fell Angel. Great stuff. Ultima is down. I can't remember if I mentioned the stats of this boss, but it's a level 63 boss, so well above my level, with 258,000 health. So a tough battle, but one that we can get through with a little bit of gambit switching. And another Esper to add to the collection. Fantastic stuff. And now we should get our victory animation. Right, that chest you're seeing is the Excalibur weapon. Now, Excalibur is a very, very powerful weapon. I think it was the ultimate weapon in the original Final Fantasy XII. It's not the ultimate weapon in the Zodiac Age, not because it's been nerfed, but because they've just put more powerful weapons into the game. Now, the Excalibur was also hard to get in Final Fantasy XII, the original version. Now, you can just literally loot it from this chest. So what I'm going to do is probably make a quick video that, you know, if you watch this, you won't need to watch, I should imagine. But not everyone's going to know that we found Excalibur. They don't watch this particular video on how to get the Esper, but they might want the weapon. So I'm going to point that out to them, and they know they can come and watch this if they want to find out how to get it. So I hope this has been enjoyable for you guys. I hope it's actually helped you out as well. It is a bit of a tough battle because of all the different effects that you get, but we've got through it in the end, and we're not yet done with this place. There's a whole bunch of treasures we need to grab, so I haven't forgotten about that. Don't worry, we will come back and do that shortly. But that's going to be it for me for today, guys. We've got another Esper to add to the collection, and, you know, I think we've got 3 more to go now. So, yeah, we'll be cracking on with those as well. But thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you soon for more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. Take care.